Welcome everyone. This tutorial is going to show you on how to configure Telnet on Cisco switch and also how to configure SSH on Cisco router using packet tracer. So to begin with, let's first understand what we really mean by both Telnet and SSH. Telnet is a protocol that allows you to connect on a remote computer over TCP/IP. The moment your Telnet established the connection, the remote host and your client they became a virtual terminal. SSH, which is a secure shell, this is a method for remote secure login from one computer to another. So let us look the difference between both Telnet and SSH. SSH is more secure as compared to Telnet. SSH encrypts data while Telnet sends data as a plain text. SSH is a public key for authentication while Telnet doesn't need any. SSH use port 22 while Telnet use port 23. So let us begin and demonstrate this in our packet tracer. Okay, let's take our Cisco router. That's our Cisco router. Then our switch. Therefore, we have our switch. We also wanna have our two pieces to demonstrate that. Okay, let's connect them here. Okay, let's gonna just demonstrate how are we going to give this device's IP addresses 2.1, 192, 168, 10.2. This is our IP addresses for 3.4. Okay, now let's give our computers IP addresses. IP configuration. For now, let's ignore our default gateway, which is the address of router. We'll come back to it later. Oh, what's happened? Okay, sorry. .4. Now let's come to our switch and do some of the basic configuration to the switch. The basic configuration to the switch enable configure terminal. So let's give our switch name, host name, IP switch. That's the name of our switch. You can see here the name of the device has changed. So let's give our switch maybe a banner message. A banner message. This is the first message that our switch is going to display each and every time it boots. So this will be our message. Our message. Don't log in. Don't log in if. Okay, that will be our message. So then let's end our message here. Okay, meaning for you to end that message, I should have to type A. Therefore, let's see. And this is the message that we can see each and every time our device boots. Enable configure terminal. So now let's type to console password. By console we mean Each and every device from the manufacturer has that port. Maybe a switch have a port wherever you configure, you're gonna connect to the computer, then configure that device using console port. You're gonna use your cable to connect to that port. So we make sure that that password is secure. So to secure, you have to make it password line console 0 password CCNA. So here, make sure that you say login, because if you don't say login, the Cisco, this device will ignore this password. So login, then just go and see exit. Then we'll say that where your device need a password. So we can say CCNA and now config. So now let's come to our telnet password. So we see line B T Y, but let's see what I like about the packet tracer is can able to see what the next line will be. Say line, then make a question mark. Therefore you can see line console, which is primary terminal line. Therefore we say line VT, which is a virtual terminal. So then we say line VTY. Therefore we can say question mark. Therefore we say first line number. Meaning here, this message says that this switch has the capability for allowing 15 people to log in on that switch simultaneously. But that 15 is a very large number. I always advise people to reduce that number, maybe to 4 people that can log on that switch simultaneously. Then password for Telnet 2020, and always say login. Then you can say go back and then show you can see the running configuration. So you can say show running configuration. We can see now here our password is CCNA, our console password is CCNA, and then our telnet password is 2020. But let's say someone passes when you are still configuring, you can be able to see your password. So it's always much better to encrypt that password, which is stupid, but I think it makes sense. You will see what I mean. Confirm. So service password encryption. So now the password has been encrypted. Let's see. Show running configuration. Let's see our passwords. As you can see now, the password has been encrypted. This password can be decrypted. You can just go to Google here. When you say this is you are using a password level 7, you see Cisco decrypt level 7. Wow! Then you go here. Therefore you can come here and then copy any of those. Maybe I copy this one. Therefore paste it here, then submit. You can see here your password is CCNA, but anyway, much better than CCNA, but it can be decrypted. So now let's come to giving our switch the management IP address, the management IP addresses. So let's say but before that, let's say show VLAN. So here, what does it mean? That your switch from the shop has a default VLAN, which is VLAN 1. Mean all these 24 ports are the members of the VLAN 1, which is default VLAN or native VLAN. So we need to give this switch an IP address. So let's go. We have to do this in a global configuration mode. Confirm interface VLAN 1, which is a default VLAN IP address to 192.168.10.2, then followed by this subnet, the default subnet max for class C. Then 0, no shutdown, no shutdown. Okay, therefore we can just go and check show running configuration. Then you can see here now. Okay, here our switch has been given an IP address. So now let's test now how does Telnet works. You can see here, you can go to any PC, then go to command prompt, then say telnet 192.168.10. Okay, I mean, this is our Ghana message. So now here the telnet password was 2020 enter enable. Okay, here you have to go and the switch and make enable password. Go back to the switch and go to enable password. Okay, conf t or password, maybe I'll say 2021. Okay, let me go back in my PC there. Enable 2021. Now and I can see that I've in my switch and I can say conf t. Therefore host name, I can even change the name of host name IP switch. Now I can see I've logged using a telnet on the switch. So now I can say that's done about telnet. So now let's go to check on SSH. Let's go to our router and check SSH. So now this is it. Okay, let me go and then make configure default gateway, which is the address of the router. Okay, let me check 192.168.10.1. Okay, I will come to this PC. IP config 192.168.10.1, which is the IP of the router. Okay, let's come to my Cisco switch, my Cisco router, sorry. Therefore say no. So let's come and change the name of our switch. Configure terminal, host name, IP router. So now first thing, when we are doing SSH, we should make sure that we make an IP domain name. So therefore come to IP domain name, let's say mabox.com. Okay, therefore we have to, like we mentioned, that the SSH uses public key authentication, meaning you have to generate that key. So it says the crypto key generate RSA. That means a key, meaning here is the numbers of characters that may be involved in that key. So it's always advised make 10, 24. Okay, then now we have to make a username, which is the username that when looking on a remote devices will be prompt to type. Therefore we say user name, let's say admin. Therefore password, let me make it PC Therefore, let me now enable SSH line VPY 0 to 15. That's why I'm sorry. So that's why I'm enabling SSH. Like just like Telnet line VP. So one login local is a local database. Login local. Gonna let transport input. What I'm gonna input is SSH. Just always make a question mark here. We have none all SSH Telnet. So now we are making an SSH. So SSH. So you can always go back and show running configuration, meaning the running configuration within your router. So you can see that the username is CCNA, not encrypted, but save as well as password your domain here. So now let's line v twice local login. Okay, now let's go into give our router IP address. Our router IP address conf. Okay, let me go and look at the interface first. The interface, which is okay, gig ethernet 0/0, gig ethernet 0/0, interface gig ethernet 0/0. Therefore IP address 192.168.10.1, therefore followed by the default subnet mask for class C. No shutdown. Okay, for now let's try first to test the reachability. So we always use the ping. The ping command is the command that can be used for you to test the reachability. So let's go to ping command. Ping 192.168.10.1. Oh, now we can see that the SMP request being set. So meaning my PC and switch, they can both communicate. So now let's come to tell SSH how do we log in remotely using SSH. Can just say SSH then enter. Therefore it show you usage SSH hyphen then L, the username and the target. Okay, now SSH hyphen L, the name is admin, the target is the address of the router 192.168.10.1. Password, meaning the password format, meaning it's CCNA. Okay, enable. Okay, yeah, I have to go into my router and then go to enable password. You have to go in my router to enable password and conft and enable password 2020. Now let me go and try to see enable password 2020, meaning now I have logged in remotely using SSH. Let me come and demonstrate in the other PC here. The other PC in PC1, it's into command prompt. Therefore SSH. Therefore usage. How do you log in? Say SSH hyphen L. Oh, sorry, hyphen L admin, which is my username. Admin, the target, that is an IP address of the router 168.10.1 Okay, the password, the admin, the admin manager visits CCNA, enable password 2020. Now you can see I've logged in my root. I can also show running configuration. So if you have any question, I'm glad to answer them in my video. Please post, and maybe on the comments I will just on the comment I will just entertain the question. Thank you very much.